Hey YouTube, Roger here, back with a Banlist reaction for you guys. I have not seen this yet. I figured I'll do it on Master Duel Meta here because I don't like the way that the TCG's been doing it with the Twitter screenshots where you can just see everything. I like to be able to just scroll down and see one by one. I expect they'll probably finally take care of Snake Eye and Ubel, but I don't know exactly which cards they're gonna hit to take care of them. Because I personally like when they can hit a deck but not totally make it unplayable. So I'd prefer they keep them playable but not meta anymore. But I don't know what they're gonna do to that. Otherwise, that's pretty much all I expect from this is some sort of Snake Eye hit and some sort of U-Bell hit. So let's get started. I think it starts with the unlimits on here, so we'll get started on that. All right, first card, Blaster to 3. Cool. Dragon Rules can come back. They haven't done anything yet. I would love to play around with a Dragon Ruler deck at some point, and this just brings another one to 3. Are they all at 3 yet? I don't remember. Pank to 3. Okay. Cool. I mean, no one was playing it anyway. It's, at this point, like, people just play Fenrir, which is kind of sad that Pank has been power corrupt because he was a cool card to be playing. Tiger to 3. All right. When I went to 2, people weren't really doing anything with it. It's a cool deck that can do like anything you want pretty much if you just get like Chick Tiger, but I think it's a little more fragile than a lot of decks. It's like a lot of those decks that used to be crazy, but now like if they die to like one hand trap at a certain point, it's not really that worth. So all right, okay, Redox to 3. So that might be all of them to 3 at this point. I think Title might be the only one not, because I think well, Tempest is at 3. I don't know about Title. I'm sure Title will be down here too. Yo, Airlifter back to 3. We can play Rescue Ace again. Nice. That is very nice. I think it sucks that the format that Airlifter and what's the Unchained card got hit, and then we immediately got Snake Eye and U-Bell format. So I feel like then all of these limits were like, oh, I guess we just hit the fun decks and now we get the super meta unkillable deck. But yeah, so this should be nice. I totally want to try out Rescue Ace, but after this card being not being able to play as many copies, I was like, I don't know for sure on that one. But now I totally will play around with this. That's nice that they're undoing that. All right. Oh, Tempest wasn't at 3. Okay. But now it is. So, and I assume Title will be right below it. Yeah, cool. Okay. Nice. So we got all the Dragon Rulers at 3 now, which should be completely fine. I don't think it should do anything too crazy. Maybe there'll be a cool Dragon Link brew that people will try out. I totally want to try it out because the Dragon Rulers are super cool, but I think at this point, power crept enough that we can handle them all being at 3. Colossus 2 to 3, cool. I think it being at 1 or it being at 3 only changes for Thunder Dragon players. So if it's going to be legal, might as well put it to 3 because I don't think it changes much. Cool. Oh, same with Ib 2 to 3. Lots of unlimits this list. This is pretty good. I like when they start cleaning up the list. Ib, again, hasn't done anything. Spirit gates from 1 to 3. Huh. Well, that tells me that they've really hit Yubel in another way if they're willing to just put this back to 3. So they really need to hit Yubel to make this warranted. Because, like, I get that this was a kind of an off, like an off archetype hit when they hit it. I don't think they could reasonably put this back to 3 without genuinely hitting Yubel. So we'll see what the Yubel hits are. This may be something to complain about if they don't hit Yubel hard enough. Alright, newly semi-limited Cyberjar from 1 to 2. Cool. I forgot this card went to 1. Nobody's playing jars, so that shouldn't do much. Ooh, Jackalope to 2. I like that. I like that the level 3 dangers are coming back, because that means more dangers for Phantom Knights, which is super cool. Because Jackalope and Tsuchinoko are super nice for Phantom Knights, and it'd be great to have 3 back. Is Tsuchinoko also on here? Yes, it is. Nice. That is super nice. I do like that. Them being level 3s and darks in Phantom Knights is so nice. So I will totally be playing around with these. Having another copy is super nice. And hopefully to 3 on the next list. Ava to 2? Okay. I guess Drytron wasn't that crazy after it went back to 1. Especially now that it's got the new support, so it's debatable if the Herald version is even the best version at this point. So Ava seems to be fine. 1 to 2, I don't think actually changes that much, because I don't think you played 2 back when you were playing it. But yeah, that one isn't completely uneventful, probably, but it probably won't do all that much. Ooh, Monkey Board to 2. That's neat. That's one deck I've never played around with is Pendulum Pile, but this is definitely something to mess around with. That should be pretty cool. It didn't seem to be doing anything at 1, so having 2 probably shouldn't be that much crazier. Alright, I think that's the end of the semis. Newly limited. Oh, Chandra to 1. That really does a lot to Tenpai. Yep. So now it's, what, Field Spell at 1, Chandra at 1? That is kind of a lot. Yeah, now Tenpai is really down on consistency. I'm sure this is gonna drastically drop him off for sure. Maybe they end up playing just more copies of what, Dora Draco, and so you still have a lot of starters. But it's definitely, if you can just remove the Chandra, and then that's just it, because you can't even, like, because if they summon Chandra in main phase and you remove it, they can't Kaimin for it anymore because there's only the 1 copy. So this definitely will make it a lot flimsier, and this might really drop it off. I think it will probably drastically drop off the power of the deck and the consistency. Next, okay, Phantom of Yubel to 1. Now, I don't know the Yubel combos that well, but I do know for sure you go through multiple Phantoms turn 1. So I think 1 Phantom exclusively as an end board piece, so you can't extend with it, seems pretty good. I don't know if that's enough, because again, I'm not super familiar with it, but I think that's a very good step. If there's no other Yubel hits, I'm not certain if that's enough, but it does drastically reduce the completely free extenders. Because, like, Phantom just being a free extender and then also just an extra end board piece is just a little too crazy. So I think Phantom to 1 is definitely good. Okay, so Tenpai's gone. Alright, cool. Kaiman to 1. Alright, yeah, no, that's the nail in the coffin. Tenpai is gone. Yeah, Field Spell to 1, Kaiman to 1, Chandra to 1. That's it. Cool. I guess Konami decided, hey, we're gonna make going second good, and then they made it too good. So like, hey, going second is no longer good. Cool. All right, that definitely removes Tenpai from the equation. All right, now we just need a couple bans for Yubel and Snake Eye, because I still see no Snake Eye cards, so there better be some to 0. So yeah, that cool. Ooh, Barrage to 1. Cool. I like Barrage because there's so many archetypes that like destroying their own cards, and Barrage is such a easy way to do that. Just throw a few Barrage in a deck with a deck that likes to be destroyed. I totally, and I think Barrage coming back to 1 is completely fine because I don't think Zodiac's going to be doing anything. Like, honestly, I am a defender that Dryden didn't need to get rebanned. I think Dryden probably was fine at 1. But yeah, I think this is a step in the right direction. I think Zodiacs can start coming off. Okay, I think this is the split to bans. So, what is our first ban? Newly Forbidden. Gimmick Puppet Nightmare. Thank you. Granted, this isn't necessarily the problem card. Like, just ban Albion, and then we're fine. Just ban Sanctifier, and then we don't have to ban Puppet, because Sanctifier is the only thing doing the Puppet lock. But at least now, the cards they'll be giving you with Sanctifier are a little easier to get rid of. And when you get rid of them, it gets rid of the lock. Unlike Nightmare, where if they give it to you, it just, on the summon, applies a lock for the turn, which is just an unreasonable thing to do. So I think Nightmare Gone is good, but, like, just ban Sanctifier. That's the only thing that's doing it. So, good step, probably mostly a sidestep. Jaugen Band. Okay, so they really don't want to hit Sanctifier for some reason, and just want to... Or no, this wasn't a Sanctifier target, never mind. Huh. Oh, well, yes, I think it was, but not nearly as common of a thing. I think, like, I don't know. This also is just not a great card, so I'm glad to see it gone, but yeah, again, Sanctifier is the problem. Original Sinful Spoils banned. Alright. This might be it. This might be the way to hit Snake Eye. Because now they have, what, 1 Ash, 1 Poplar, and no of the Sinful Spoils, meaning 3 Wanted, 3 Diabel don't get you to the Snake Eye cards anymore. So I think that probably is enough to completely remove Snake Eye. I'm sure we'll still have the Azamina Fiendsmith pile, but it will probably be rid of the Snake Eye part, which is a huge advantage engine gone. Just because now I have to open Ash or Poplar, so that's kind of, yeah, I think that's probably enough for Snake Eye. Now I'm hoping for a Yubel ban, but fingers crossed. Otherwise, maybe Phantom to 1 is enough, but let's see a Yubel hit. That's full changes. All right. I am fairly happy with this list. I mean, Tenpai is gone completely. Yubel, Phantom to 1, I think is probably enough. Again, not the most familiar with the deck, but I know you have to go through multiple to do a whole lot of the extensions. Sinful Spoil or Snake original Sinful Spoils to banned is almost definitely enough to kill the Snake Eye deck. So yeah, Snake Eye's taken care of. Yubel, if not completely taken care of, significantly knocked down, and probably won't be as much of a top contender anymore. And then, yeah, Tenpai just murdered. So I think this is pretty good. It does mean that we'll definitely be going into Ryziel and Malice format. But I think I'm pretty fine with that, because those decks are a lot more fair than Snake Eye and Yubel. So I think overall, pretty good list. Nice to see the Dragon Rulers back. Nice to see a lot of cleanup. 10 cards off the list is always nice to see. A couple of cards that are coming back that are nice, like Dangers I'm super cool with, and Pendulum Pile, Zodiac, pretty much completely fine in my eyes. And I'm sure a lot of people will be happy with our lifter back so they can play the Rescue Ice again. So yeah, I would say generally good list. It addressed the problems, and it reduced a lot of clutter. So I think that's all we can really ask for in a ban list. We'll see if this kills these decks. I think it probably will. Tenpai for sure is gone. Snake Eyes, I'm fairly certain, now that they've lost 6 extenders in 3 Wanted, 3 Diabel, I think that's probably the nail in the coffin. Because now you just kind of gotta open Ash or Poplar. And then Yubel, I'll have to look at the Yubel lines to be sure, because again, not familiar, but if multiple Phantoms were required to even do the basic link climbing combos, then I think 1 Phantom should be very good. And if not having that extra extension so that you have to just save it for an endboard piece is still very good. If it's not enough to kill the deck, then Spirit Gaze to 3 was probably not great. But I think, in general, yeah, good list. So with that, I think that's all I've got to say about it. This is Rogue Tier, signing out.